What's up peeps, we are back for another video. Today I thought we'd do a World War II quiz. One popped up on my For You page on YouTube. It says World War II, test your knowledge, 50 questions. So I've written out 1 to 50 so we can keep score, see how we go. The link for the video is in the description below, so you can do it at home, play along, quiz your friends and family. If you do it, let me know your score in the comments below. I don't know how well I'm going to do on this. Hopefully quite well. If I completely embarrass myself, you won't see this. But if you are seeing this, then I must have done okay. So we'll see how we go, shall we? So here goes. 50 questions on World War II.
How much do you know about the Axis and the Allies? That's right, it's time to test your knowledge of World War II. I've got 50 questions for you, and make sure you keep track of your score so you can download one of these free certificates at the end of the quiz. All right, let's get started. Here comes question one of the ultimate World War II quiz. The French line of defense that proved woefully ineffective against invading German forces was known as the Gustav Line, the Alsace Line, or the Maginot Line.
Maginot?
The Maginot
There we go.
This British mathematician helped decipher German Enigma codes, which provided invaluable
Alan
intelligence
Turing,
to
surely.
Allies. Was it Alan Turing, G.H. Hardy, or Bertrand Russell?
It's A. Alan Turing at Bletchley Park.
The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor occurred on what infamous day? December 7th, 1941,
Yep.
November 11th, 1940,
No.
or January 1st, 1942.
That's A again. 1941.
December 7th, 1941. The figure seen here was designed to represent the millions of American women who supported the war effort at home. What was her name?
Rosie.
Rosie the Riveter,
Yes.
Wendy the Welder, or Carrie the Carpenter?
Rosie the Riveter, very famous picture there.
Rosie the Riveter. What nation suffered
Doing
the
well so
highest
far.
overall death rate in World War II? Germany, Japan, or the Soviet Union?
Soviet Union. Yeah, Soviet Union for that one.
Soviet Union. This city endured a 900-day siege while resisting German occupation. Was it Paris, Leningrad, or Kiev?
Oh, C?
Leningrad.
Oh, okay.
Which of the following countries did not take place in World War II, at least officially? Ireland, Australia, or Finland?
Ireland?
Ireland. Who led the French regime at Vichy, which openly collaborated with Nazi Germany? Jean Moulin, Philippe Pétain,
no idea.
or Georges Clemenceau?
No idea. A? Let's go with A.
Philippe Pétain.
Oh,
This
no.
German battleship was famously sunk in May 1941 after a dramatic chase in the Atlantic. Was it
Bismarck?
the Bismarck, the Tirpitz, or the Scharnhorst?
Let's go for the Bismarck.
The Bismarck.
Yay.
At the height of its power, the German Air Force was known as the Wehrmacht, the Luftwaffe, or the Kriegsmarine.
Luftwaffe. Height of its power. It's just Luftwaffe anyway, isn't it?
In English, the Japanese word kamikaze literally translates to great storm, sacred fire, or divine wind.
Don't know.
Divine wind.
Oh.
Anne Frank wrote her famous diary while hiding in what occupied city? Vienna, Paris, or Amsterdam?
Amsterdam I'm gonna go for.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Nazi Germany relied on a tactic known as blitzkrieg to defeat opponents in the early years of the war. But what does blitzkrieg refer to? Devastating artillery bombardment,
Nope.
rapid and overwhelming advances,
Yep.
or systematic trench warfare?
Let's go for B.
Rapid and overwhelming advances. Who commanded American forces in the South Pacific and famously declared, "I shall return"? Douglas MacArthur, Chester Nimitz, or George S. Patton?
Chester?
Douglas MacArthur. Who was the Emperor of Japan during World War II? Hirohito, Akihito, or Taisho?
A.
Hirohito. Almost 340,000 British and French troops were famously rescued from oncoming German forces at this site
Dunkirk.
in May 1940.
Gotta be
Was
Dunkirk.
it Calais,
Nope.
Dunkirk, or Cherbourg?
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Got that right.
D-Day, the Allied landing on the beaches of Normandy, took place on what day? June 6th, 1944, July 4th,
Easy one there.
1944, or May 8th, 1945? June 6th, 1944. American code talkers spoke a variety of languages that were unintelligible to Axis forces, including Gaelic, Navajo, or Cantonese.
B. B would be Windtalkers, won't it?
Navajo.
Yeah.
Over 700 resistance fighters took up arms against Nazi occupiers in the largest Jewish uprising of the war, which took place in this city. Was it Vienna,
Warsaw?
Prague, or Warsaw?
Warsaw. Let's go with that one.
Warsaw.
Yes.
American forces destroyed 4 Japanese carriers during this decisive battle in June 1942, which helped turn the tide of the Pacific War. Was it Okinawa, Midway, or Iwo Jima?
Midway. Midway?
Midway.
Midway.
Operation Barbarossa was the code name for what? The German invasion of the USSR, the Allied invasion of occupied France, or the Russian invasion of Poland?
A.
The German invasion of the USSR. German forces launched a surprise counteroffensive in December 1944 that evolved into the deadliest single battle fought by U.S. forces. Was it the Battle of the Bulge, the Battle of Berlin,
No.
or the Battle of Kursk?
Let's go for the Bulge. December 44, it's only going to be the
The
Bulge.
Battle of the Bulge. German officers secretly tried to assassinate Hitler with a briefcase bomb in Operation Deadlight, Stonewall, or Valkyrie?
Valkyrie. Not
Valkyrie. Which Norwegian trader's name became synonymous with collaborator? Vidkun Quisling, Adolf Eichmann, or Ante Pavlich?
A.
Vidkun
Wait,
Quisling.
what guess?
Which of the following was the premier British fighter plane that helped defend the UK during the Battle of Britain? The Spitfire, the Mustang, or the Wildcat?
Spitfire.
The Spitfire. You're halfway through the quiz. Great work. If you've made it this far, you're clearly a global history buff.
Not doing
If
too
you've
bad.
ever
Got
dreamed of learning a foreign language,
3 wrong
preferably
so
is the
far.
premier online platform
Let's.
for
Can we
one-to-one
just
language tutors. The wartime
skip that bit?
U.S. intelligence
Where are we
agency
going?
that preceded the CIA was called what? The Office of Strategic Services, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or the Central Security Service?
C.
The Office of Strategic Services. Which
No
Allied
idea.
nation was responsible for storming Juno Beach during the D-Day landings? The
Canada.
United States,
Nope.
Canada,
Yes.
or the UK?
Canada.
Canada. The trials that prosecuted prominent Nazis after the war were held in what city?
Nuremberg.
Berlin, Nuremberg,
Yep.
or Frankfurt?
Nuremberg trials.
Nuremberg. Japanese occupation was notoriously brutal, as evidenced in the famous massacre of what Chinese city? Shanghai, Qingdao, or Nanjing?
A.
Nanjing.
Ah.
The 1945 conference in which Allied leaders finalized plans for post-war Germany was held where? Potsdam, Yalta, or Casablanca?
Potsdam.
Potsdam.
Ooh.
Approximately 2.5 million soldiers from this nation volunteered to support the Allies, comprising the largest volunteer fighting force in history. Was it China, the Philippines,
India?
or India?
India.
India.
Yeah.
Which of the following was not one of the 5 landing beaches on D-Day? Sword Beach,
No.
Omaha Beach, or Sabre Beach?
Sabre Beach.
Sabre Beach. The Tuskegee Airmen were an elite group of American pilots who made history in part because of what? They were Hollywood stunt pilots, they were largely African American,
Yep.
or they were volunteers from Latin America.
African American fighters.
They were largely African American.
Yes.
Which of the following was not a German tank model in World War II? The Tiger II, the Panther II, or the Lion II?
Lion II. Definitely had panthers and tigers.
The Lion II. The Winter War was fought between Soviet Russia and which other nation? Poland, Germany, or Finland?
Finland?
Finland.
Yes.
Which notorious Nazi doctor famously escaped to South America at the end of the war? Heinrich Himmler, Joseph Mengele, or Ernst Röhm?
Mengele. Mengele?
Joseph Mengele. Allied bombing devastated this German city, famous for its porcelain, in December 1945.
Dresden.
Was it Munich, Dresden, or Stuttgart?
Dresden.
Dresden. The secret police of Nazi Germany were known as what? The Gestapo, the Brown Shirts, or the Volkssturm?
Secret police, Gestapo.
The Gestapo. This famous photo pictures American troops raising the flag after a hard-fought victory on what island? Okinawa, Guam, or Iwo Jima?
Iwo Jima.
Iwo Jima.
Yeah.
The crucial battles of El Alamein, fought in the deserts of North Africa, ended in what outcome? A decisive Allied victory, a decisive Axis victory, or a stalemate?
Stale.
A decisive Allied victory. This man
Should have got
was the
that.
director of the
Should have got
Manhattan
that.
Project, and is sometimes called the father of the atomic bomb. Was it Albert Einstein, Niels Bohr, or J. Robert Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer. It was a 3-hour-long movie because of it.
J. Robert Oppenheimer. Why did the U.S. government detain approximately 120,000 people in internment camps during the war? They were alleged Nazi sympathizers, they refused military service, or they were of Japanese descent.
Yeah, Japanese-American internment
They were of
camps.
Japanese descent. In 1941, which world leader famously said, "Never, never, never give in"? Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, or
Pictures
Bernard
of
Montgomery?
Churchill, so not sure I'd ever really heard him say
Winston
that
Churchill.
though.
The fall of this British colony to the Japanese in February 1942 led to the largest surrender of British troops in history. Was it Singapore, Hong Kong, or Calcutta?
Singapore, I think.
Singapore. German submarines were commonly known as S-boats,
Nope.
T-boats,
Nope.
or U-boats.
Yeah. U-boats.
U-boats.
5 more to go.
The Gustav Line was a German line of defense designed to stop the Allies from advancing where? Western France, central Italy, or eastern Poland?
Italy.
Central Italy. French citizens who actively opposed Nazi occupation were referred to as what? The underground, the resistance, or the fifth column?
Resistance. French resistance. We'll say this only
The
once.
resistance. Which German commander was nicknamed the Desert Fox?
Rommel.
Erich von Manstein,
Nope.
Heinz Guderian,
Nope.
or Erwin Rommel?
Rommel.
Erwin Rommel. On November 9th, 1938, Nazis and sympathizers destroyed thousands of Jewish businesses and places of worship in an infamous pogrom known as what? Kristallnacht, Lebensraum, or Volkisch?
Don't know. B?
Kristallnacht. What pact, signed in 1939, pledged neutrality between Germany and the Soviet Union? The Warsaw Pact, the Tripartite Pact, or the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact?
I'm gonna go with A.
The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Congratulations,
Don't know that
you've
one.
now finished the quiz. Great work. Don't forget to post your score in the comments below, and here's the breakdown for your certificates. I hope you
Let's go back to those. Right, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wrong. 8 wrong, so 42. That's an A. according to that. Pretty happy with that, to be honest. There's a few things that I'd never heard of. So that last one, this German-Soviet Pact, I know of it, but I just didn't know what it was called. And a few silly mistakes. But 42 out of 50, I am reasonably happy with that. So, I think I did alright. Decent mix of questions. If you played along, or if you want to quiz your friends and family, the video is in the link below. Do let me know your scores below. See if you can beat mine of 42. There are some more quizzes online. I'm going to see if this guy, Brian Wiles, does any more World War history quizzes. Go give the original video some love. Let him know what you got, what I got. There are some more quizzes online as well, sort of like tick boxes, like on websites and stuff, so I might do them at some point. So let me know what you got below, and until then, I shall see you in the next one.